must admit that this is a very nice view. This is from sort of the highest, I think it is the highest hill around our valley, and you can see basically most of it. I don't usually hike up here a lot because I'm, you know, maybe more interested in seeing other kinds of views, but this is very nice. Another thing is that since we are quite close to the airport is actually right over there. You can hear the planes coming in to land and taking off a lot here. It's a bit noisy sometimes, I think, and you can also hear the road down in the valley. But it is really beautiful. I haven't been here in a few years actually. You can see the plane over there. And on the other side is another municipality and another sort of inhabited area. And back there is Oslo, and over there is a town called Lillestrøm, and up there is a communication tower. I think that tower is actually on the highest point. I'm not going to go up there because it's just sort of the other side of the alpine slope that we have here, and it's not very interesting to see. Yeah, look, it's nice, nicer than I remember actually. It's just that I'm probably kind of a purist when it comes to nature. Oh, over there you can glimpse the Oslo fjord as well. Like, I don't like it when you hear a road, and you can hear the road very well up here. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to go over to the other side of the area here, because I know that there is a sort of place where people it's a post, they call it, like when you orient, when you buy a map and start walking around to collect the different places. Then there is one of those sort of checkpoints over there. You call it a post, I think, and you can mark off on your certificate that you have been there, and then you collect all those. I don't do that myself, but I know many people do. And here is a place where you can come and eat, have a bonfire. Not now, of course, because it's illegal. Some people can't be bothered to bring the trash back home, I can see. Probably a nice place to party with your friends as well. Today is Midsummer, which is traditionally a what should I say, like a sort of feast, especially in Sweden. They celebrate Midsummer very heavily in Sweden. Actually, they celebrate it so heavily that they move it to they moved the celebration to the closest weekend, so that they can actually celebrate. Even, I mean, if you don't have to go to work the next day, you can celebrate more. Yeah. So when we get over to this point over here, there is a rather nice view up north in our valley too. I'm walking almost straight north now, I think. So yeah, here's a little pond. There's the tower, and here is the post. That red box there is, I think it has a book in it where you can sign your name to sort of prove that you have been here, I suppose. Mm. 517 meters above sea level. Yeah, look. Beautiful. I'm not going to celebrate Midsummer. I think traditionally in Norway it has been very often people have bonfires and they sing and dance. Yeah, here's the north side of the valley, and but you know, very often in Midsummer it is like it is now. It's too, there's a helicopter. It's too dry to have bonfires. I think people who live at the coast probably are allowed to have bonfires because you can just use the seawater to put out the fire if it should be a problem. So then people celebrate by having fires and, you know, meeting friends and neighbors. Yeah, it's very nice here, but as I said, very noisy, so doesn't really give a good feeling of nature in my opinion. But the view is of course spectacular. So I don't know if you can see, there's this yellow building right above the birch tree down there. That is what used to be a sort of sanatorium for people when, you know, what's that called? TBC, tuberculosis. That was a very common problem. I think, if I'm not wrong, it was around the late 1800s, early 1900s, before the vaccine. So they had sort of places like that where people with tuberculosis would go and then spend sometimes years there if they survived, I think, because they were not sort of allowed back in society. Strange to think about that now in our corona virus pandemic. Yeah, so of course I would like to go to Sweden and be in Sweden now, but we're not going yet, but we are actually going. They've opened up for people who have had the first dose doses of a vaccine, and I have had my first doses now, so first dose, maybe it's, I don't know how to say that. It's definitely air traffic is definitely picking up, because now you can hear planes absolutely all the time. So people are traveling again. Some people have been fully vaccinated now, and that's good for them. Yeah, I just thought I would show you this view. I'm not going to linger here in the noisy area. Yeah, so we're going to Sweden. We have to do some kind of tests. I mean, we have to take the test, I think, on the border, and you also have to show your, or be able to prove that you are vaccinated, I think. Something like that. I haven't completely figured it out yet. But that's gonna be very nice. We haven't been there in a year now. We have the house there, and yeah, we love to be there. So I'm going to be paddling on the lake and walking in the Swedish forests. It's much more, it's much less populated in the area where we have our house. So how can we get down here? Oh, trouble. Yeah, you're right. This is the track I was looking for. Oh, let's see. It's a bit steep here, so I have to take it easy. Rabu, of course, doesn't sort of take into consideration how steep it is. Yeah, so summer holiday is coming, and that's good. Looking forward to that. Oh, here's that little pond. So cute. Do you want to swim, Rago? Do you want to take a bath? Or maybe just drink a little bit? So many dragonflies out now. I love dragonflies. Beautiful. Yeah, you take a little sip there, Rago. Rago is not, oops. Rago is not a real swimmer. I mean, he swims. A couple of years ago it was really, really hot. And then he would actually swim when we were in Sweden. I would swim out, and then he would sort of stand on the little sort of beach there, and then he would finally sort of be brave enough to follow me out. And then he swam out to me and around me and back to the shore. It was very cute. Let's see if I can position the camera a bit downwards again. But I think maybe because he's got so much fur, very thick and very sort of long in places fur, maybe the fur gets very heavy for him, so that's why he doesn't like to swim, I suppose. We are going to get into a very steep area here, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to film the whole way, but my plan was to get up to, not to the top, but to a sort of place up here and then end the video there. I thought I might, I usually don't sort of upload immediately, but since this is midsummer and sort of what do you call that? It's something current, a current event, something like that. I thought I might try to upload this for Friday. So let's see if I can do that. It depends a little bit on how quickly the video is processed on YouTube too, because sometimes it takes a very long time to upload in 4K. Rago? Oh. I don't think Rago really wants to walk up here. He is hot. Oops! Ooh! Very slippery, Rago. Huff and puff. I'm gonna try to hold the camera a bit away from my mouth now, as I'm breathing so heavily. Don't know how warm it is, but it is in the 20s Celsius. Bit of climbing here too. If I remember correctly, there is somewhere on the top here where you have a view of the other side of this hill. Are you hot, buddy? Are you warm? Here we are at the top. Struggle. We're not going there. Come. That's actually the... Up there is the top. I don't want to go up there because it's not nice. Yeah, so I thought I'd end the video here. And wishing everyone happy midsummer.